there. So I want to take a moment to explain the argument essay. This is your second opportunity. So if you are interested in potentially improving your grade, you weren't happy with the results of your first argument essay on Pride and Prejudice, or you did not do or submit an argument essay for Pride and Prejudice, this is the second and final opportunity. So here we go. So this graphic shows us how to write an argument. So we choose a topic, take a position, gather evidence, present our argument logically, and provide counter arguments. So your topic is banned books, okay? Banned books censorship. So you will choose a side. You decide, should or shouldn't a specific book be censored? I'm recommending that we do our essay on Fahrenheit 451. However, you do have other choices. So you could choose the Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian by Sherman Alexie, 13 Reasons Why by J. Asher, Looking for Alaska by John Green, Speak by Lori Hulse Anderson, To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee, Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck, The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison, or The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. So you would say Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury should be censored, or Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury should not be censored. So you will need to pick a side. The second part is to gather evidence. So you will use the two articles provided by me and your book. So if it's Fahrenheit 451, you will be using that, or you will be using perhaps specific examples from one of the other books. Again, I recommend Fahrenheit 451, but you do have the option. So you will read the articles and annotate them. And you want to annotate for evidence that you agree with or evidence you disagree with. And you want to also make connections with the books. So anything that maybe applies to the book of your choice, you would want to make note of that. If you want to use another source, so another article, you must put it in a Google Doc and share it with me. So the two articles that I am providing for you, one is in favor of censorship, and please notice that the works cited is up at the very top. The other article is opposed to censorship. Again, works cited is up at the top. So you will read and annotate both of these articles. Then you will write your thesis statement. So you might start out with, although several disagree, Fahrenheit 451 should be banned or censored because blank and blank. So you want to give your reasons. And again, you're going to probably find your reasons in the articles, right? Or your thesis could read, even though some disagree, Fahrenheit 451 should not be banned or censored because blank and blank. Okay, so you want to make sure that your thesis, that you're acknowledging the other side. Then you're going to give your reasons. So why shouldn't your book be censored? You're going to find one quote from the article, or one of the articles, to support your position. And once you give that quote, you will want to put the last name of the author and the page number in parentheses after the quote. Please notice that the period goes outside of the parentheses. Again, you're going to be using Ames or Healy, okay, in the parentheses. Then you're going to explain how this quote supports your opinion. How does it support your opinion that your book should or should not be censored? Then you're going to give a second quote from one of those articles that supports your position. And again, explain it. Then you're going to look at the other side. Okay, so any good lawyer will tell you have to acknowledge the other side. So what does your opponent believe about why this particular book should or should not be censored? And then give a quote, one quote, from one of the articles to support the opponent's position. You'll explain the quote, and then you'll explain why the opponent is wrong. Why is their reasoning flawed? Why doesn't their argument work? You'll have your conclusion. What are your main points? You want to leave the reader with something to think about. And then you will have a works cited page. So really, that's just copying the information at the top of the articles. Again, if you used another source, you will need to include that information as well. The rubric is provided here for you. So I'm going to click on that. And so we're looking for a little brief introduction. Okay. So maybe you're explaining what censorship is. If you remember early in the unit, you read an article about censorship and just kind of giving you a brief overview. So maybe you want to use something from that. Then you would give maybe a summary of the book that you have chosen. So if that's Fahrenheit 451, you could use the somebody wanted but so then format you learned about earlier this year. Then list your thesis. You'll have 2 body paragraphs. So one saying the reason why your book should or should not be banned. And then 2 quotes. And all your quotes should be cited and explained to how they prove your claim. Then you will have your rebuttal paragraph. So this is kind of like the counter argument. What does the other side say? And you explain why it's wrong. And then your conclusion and works cited. Okay, so that is what we are looking for. Again, you have access to all of this. And these are the standards that are covered. If you're going for the 4, again, you're going to have a unique attention grabber, complex explanations of your side. Your ideas should flow smoothly. You should have a lot of sentence variety, additional textual evidence and support. So again, additional resources for your paper and a deeper analysis of the evidence and reasoning. When are we doing this? So you will receive your packet on Tuesday after the test, and we will be doing this Wednesday during class. The only supplies you will need would be the annotated articles on Wednesday, a writing utensil, and paper. Actually, I will even supply the paper for you. Just bring something to write with. And you will have the entire hour to do this. So just like we did for Pride and Prejudice, you will be writing this in class. Now, for those of you who are asking the question, what if I'm not taking this opportunity? I'm happy with my grade. You will have an activity for that class period. So I will have something for you to do. If you have any questions, please ask. Good luck, everyone.